Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the smartest, most elegant pieces of engineering hiding inside your iPhone. We're talking about the magic that lets you scroll through endless lists like it's nothing. Okay, so have you ever really stopped to think about this? Your photo library, your contacts. I mean, you could have literally thousands of items in there. So how on earth does your phone, with its pretty limited memory, show you all of that in a list that scrolls perfectly smoothly without just completely crashing? It feels like it should be impossible, right?
Well, in the developer world, this is a classic challenge. It's called the infinite list problem. And trust me, if an app tried to just load every single item in a huge list all at once, it would be a total nightmare. I mean, it would just gobble up all your phone's memory, the app would freeze solid, and you'd have a horrible experience. So, what's Apple's secret?
All right, here it is, the big secret. And it's so clever and so simple, it doesn't matter if your list has 100 items or 100,000 items. At any given moment, your iPhone is only holding about 10 to 15 of those list items, we call them cells, in its memory. That's it. That tiny number is the key to the whole system. Isn't that wild?
This incredibly efficient system is called cell reuse. And this is the absolute cornerstone, the secret sauce behind every smooth scrolling list on iOS. The idea is brilliant. Instead of creating thousands of new cells from scratch, the system just recycles a very small handful of them over and over and over again. So let's break down exactly how this little magic trick works.
The best way to think about this is like a really busy restaurant that only has a few plates. So step 1, a cell with, say, your friend's contact info scrolls off the top of the screen. Now it doesn't get destroyed. Instead, step 2, it gets put into what's called a reuse pool. Think of it like a plate going to the dishwasher. Then, step 3, a new contact is about to appear at the bottom of the screen. So what does the system do? For step 4, it just grabs that clean recycled cell from the pool and fills it up with the new contact's data. It's this constant, lightning-fast cycle of recycling.
Okay, for all my iOS developers watching, you know this line of code. It's practically tattooed on your brain. This single command, DQ reusable cell, is the magic wand that makes this entire process happen. You're basically telling the system, hey, I need a cell for this new thing about to appear on screen. Go check the reuse pool first. If you find a spare one, give it to me. Only, and I mean only, if that pool is empty should you bother making a brand new one. This one line of code is the engine behind the whole optimization.
But here's the thing. Cell reuse, as awesome as it is, isn't a solo act. It's definitely the star of the show, but it has a fantastic supporting cast of other little optimizations all working together to make sure that scrolling feels buttery smooth no matter what.
So let's meet the rest of the team. First up, you've got lazy loading. The system is lazy in the best possible way. It waits until the absolute last millisecond right before a cell is about to appear on screen to actually prepare it. Super efficient. Next, we have lightweight cells. This is just good practice. Keeping the design of the cells simple means the system can draw them way faster. And finally, and this one is huge, asynchronous data loading. If a cell needs to show something heavy, like a big image from the internet, it doesn't just freeze everything while it downloads. Nope, it loads it in the background and your scrolling is never interrupted. That's why you sometimes see images pop in a split second after you scroll to them.
Now, this technology isn't ancient history. Apple is constantly finding ways to make it even better. And with the more modern versions of iOS, they introduced a way smarter system for handling lists when the data actually changes.
The old way of doing this was kind of like using a sledgehammer. There was this command, reloadData, and it did exactly what it sounds like. It would just throw the entire list away and rebuild it from scratch, even if you only changed one tiny little thing. Super inefficient. The new way, called diffable data source, is like a surgeon's scalpel. It figures out the exact difference between the old data and the new data, and it only performs the necessary changes. The result? These beautiful, precise, and incredibly efficient animations that just feel fantastic. So, why are we getting so deep into this? Well, if you are an iOS developer or you want to be one, this isn't just some fun trivia. This stuff is absolutely critical. I can pretty much guarantee you that questions about this will come up in a technical interview. Knowing it inside and out shows that you really understand how to build high-performance apps.
So if you're going to remember just 3 things from our talk today, make it these. Number 1, reuse, don't recreate. Think recycling, always. Number 2, load lazily. Don't do any work until the very last second you have to. And number 3, update intelligently. Be a surgeon, not a sledgehammer.
Honestly, mastering these ideas is what separates an app that feels kind of slow and clunky from one that feels professional, fast, and just a joy to use. It's truly fundamental to building a great user experience on the iPhone.
So, the next time somebody asks you how it's possible for a phone to scroll through thousands of photos so effortlessly, you'll know the answer. It's not magic. It's just some really, really clever engineering. And now, you know exactly how it works. Thanks so much for watching.